until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby.
What's poppin', Christmas stocking? It's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I am here with a new all tea, all shade Real Housewives of Miami season 5, episode 4 review. Let's get into this video review because episode 4 was a banger. Start off the episode with Julia and Martina at their home discussing the fact that Julia doesn't like being in that damn house. Martina was the one that designed it. She did all the interior decorating. This was her dream home. But Julia wants to go back to the farm. That's where she's happiest. That's where she's most comfortable. That's where her farm is, where her animals are. And she's really having a hard time letting go of the fact that her daughters are grown now and moving on with their life. And Martina is always working and traveling and gone, so she's at home a lot by herself. And even when Martina is home, she doesn't like it because she doesn't like being in that house. She doesn't like it just being the two of them. And she even says this to Martina: I don't like it just being the two of us. I don't want dinner for two anymore. I don't like it. She says that she's bored there and she wants to be at the farm. And Martina, is troubled by this, because it's like, what do I do? Because this is my dream home. This is where I like to be. And she also is kind of feeling like you need to deal with the fact that your kid's grown and moving on with their lives and stuff like that. Like, and you saying that you don't want to have dinner for two anymore. Like, basically you saying you don't even want to be around me. Like, the fuck? And I feel like Julia is not only missing her daughters, missing, having a full house, but I do just feel like she wants something else. She wants something different. I don't know. I just feel like she has mentally kind of like checked out of this marriage. I really do. I don't see it lasting too much longer between them two. The girls gather because Larsa's dog King has turned 1, so she's having a party for him down at the beach. All of the girls bring their dogs. Julia brings her goat, child. I just cannot. All I was concentrating on was Larsa's fine ass dog trainer, because he can motherfucking get it, honey. He can train me. How about that? All right. So Alexia in her confessional was, however, annoyed with Larsa because Larsa then brings out a product that she has put money into. She's backing this product for dogs, and Alexia feels like every time Larsa throws an event, it's always to promote a product that she's selling. And she was like, why does it always have to be about your business? And I'm like, well, girl, that's what she's here for, to use this show as a platform to promote her businesses. Like, that's just smart business. Like, I feel like you being a hater. Just like when you film at your nail salon, that's promoting your business, even though you just not like, hey, I have a nail salon, how about you come get your nails done there? Like, you're not doing it like that, but at least she's doing it in a way where it's not like, hey, you guys, I have this new tequila, who wants to take a drink? Like Kathy Hilton was doing. Like, I didn't understand why Alexia was even bringing that up in her confessional. It's like, girl, have several, please. So Adriana is there, and she surprises the girls with letting them know that she is getting a Brazilian butt lift. And everybody's mouths drop because they like, what? Like, you of all people getting your butt done, as much as you have talked cash shit about Larsa's body, her booty being too big. And Larsa was like, you are such a hypocrite. And Adriana basically like, girl, get over it. You want to come with me? And Larsa was like, bitch, no. Good luck with you on that. Don't want to have anything to do with it. Like, you got me fucked to the up. But Alexia in her confession was like, girl, she gonna need to get some work done on them hips and them thighs and them legs, because you talking about getting your butt done and you got these skinny legs, it's gonna look crazy. And it is. She gonna end up looking like Tiny. from escape. Like, no, ma'am, your legs are too itty bitty. Leave your butt alone. You're gonna look ridiculous, like ridiculous. So then we see Lisa tell Alexia that she and Lenny are going through an up phase in their marriage and everything. And I'm like, Lisa, are you just volunteering lies at this point? Because, like, girl, you know damn well y'all are not on no upside. Like, when people just get to talking about their marriage and their relationships like that and how well they're going and just bringing up shit and ain't nobody even asks, you know that they're deflecting and they're bringing the shit up for a reason to try to make it seem like everything in their life is just so grandiose. And it's like, girl, okay, we get it. Lisa and Larsa finally make up. Finally. I'm like, 4 episodes. It took us 4 episodes to get here. This argument was ridiculous. At the end of the day, I'm over it. Thank God y'all are over it. We get caught up on the storyline of Nicole trying to figure out what she's going to do with her relationship with her father. She and her mom meet up for a picnic in the park with her son, who is just so stinking cute. And her mom tells her that her and her dad met up, and then she basically told him, like, you know, you're gonna have to step up. Like, you really are. Like, you're gonna have to be present, be there for her. And the dad was like, you know, I'm trying, but I can't change who I am, and I'm not gonna change who I am. But she has to also be willing to meet me halfway. And I agree. Like, I can't do everything on my own if she's not participating. And we see a flashback where Nicole talked about the situation with Anthony, her fiance, and even he was like, you know, you don't answer his phone calls when he call you, so you can't act like he don't reach out, because he does, and you know, you ignore him. And she was like, oh yeah, I do. Like, oh God, I do need to change. So her mom then says, though, however, that her father said that he will not come to family gatherings if he can't bring his boo thing of 3 years. He feels like, you know, we have been together for a long time. Like, she should accept her. And if she can't, I'm not coming, period. And Nicole takes this like, okay, like, well, he made a stance. That doesn't help the situation at all. And I low-key felt like, even though it was fucked up, because it really was fucked up. It really honestly was fucked up for him to say that. Because, like, what your girlfriend got to do with me and you? Like, I don't know that bitch. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. This about me and you. How about we get us together first before you trying to introduce me to a girlfriend? Like, no. But at the same time, I felt like Nicole was relieved that he said that, so she could have another reason to keep him at arm's length. I really honestly do. I really think that she took that and ran with it. We learned in her confessional too that as a child, her dad would do all these fun, extravagant things with her brother and wouldn't include her. And it really hurt her. And she was like, I know I'm an adult now and I'm supposed to get over it, but you know, it bothers me. And that would bother any child. Like, you come and get my brother, but you don't come and get me. Like, huh? Like, make it make sense. Like, that would hurt my feelings. That would really hurt my feelings. So at this point, she's feeling like, once again, her father is putting somebody else over her. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of that thing. It is Lisa's party. She's having a pool party at her home. This is right after she and Lenny just had to put their dog Jax down. Lenny took it really hard. He was crying. Shit, we seen him have more emotions for that dog than he ever has for Lisa child. But they're continuing on with the party. The girls are invited. Lisa is forcing affection between she and Lenny while taking photos. He does not even seem like he wants to even touch her, let alone take a picture with her. And it was just so awkward to watch because it's just like the body language, Lisa, like, oh, this is so cringy. So Adriana asks Alexis, like, girl, so who told you that my boo thing was married? And at first, Alexia tried to lie and say somebody told her. She was like, girl, Marisol the one that told you. She was like, yeah, I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. She was the one that told me. And what's her name? Adriana in her confession was like, "Ain't it funny how Marisol know everybody business?" But I've yet to hear anything about Marisol. Like, what's going on with Marisol and her husband? I mean, because it's obvious that she chooses a drink over his ass. It don't seem like she even happy in her marriage, in her life. Period. I feel like that lady ain't been right since her mama passed, because all the drinking is just so unnecessary. And I know her breath be stinking, and I know her pee be ripe as I don't know what, because I don't never see this lady drink water. Ever, ever, ever. So Lisa invites the girls on a trip to the Florida Keys. She's like, we need to get away or whatever. So this will be the girls' first little cash trip. Lisa then goes inside the house to, speak to the other people that are there, and she sees her friend Vito in the living area sitting down talking to Lenny. So they hug and everything, and she excuses herself. And then we see Julia talking to Nicole about Martina, and how Martina said that she's not as kind or affectionate like she used to be, and if she gonna continue to be like this, she gonna leave her. And Nicole, like, you gonna have to, fix this. If you want your marriage to work, you gonna have to figure this out, sis, and get it together. Julia goes on to say once again how she's struggling with her daughters being gone, and how she always wanted a big family, and she even wanted more kids when she and Martina got together, but Martina didn't want any children. She was like, and that's fine. She had every right not to want any more children, but I did. And see, this is the problem with people in their relationships. You go into these relationships and marriages knowing, okay, she don't want to have no more kids, but I do. And then you still marry them and then think that the feeling is going to go away, or y'all will be able to get past it, or maybe that person will change their mind. And now you sitting up here miserable, wishing that you had more children, and you're with a partner who does not want any more kids. Hell, she old as shit anyway. She don't need to have a goldfish at this point. So it's just like, why did y'all get married? Why? Why did y'all get married? You could have still been in a relationship with her. Y'all could have been on some type of time like Mia Farrow and Woody Allen. Be in a relationship with each other. I got my adopted kids. We still do what we do. But I'm going to fulfill my hopes and dreams of having a bigger family. And she breaks down and starts crying. And Lisa sees, and she's like, what's going on? So they let her know what's going on. And she basically starts giving Julia advice, saying, you got to water your marriage like you water your plants. Like, you're going to have to feed into your marriage. And Julia, breaks down and was like, people are always leaving me, talking about her children and, family members and stuff. And Lisa was like, me and Lenny have had our ups and downs, but, we fight for our marriage. And his mom just literally recently said that Hawksteins never divorce. We never divorce. And I'm like, oh, girl, this is not going to end up well. Like, this is not gonna last well over time, this statement. And then we get to the kitten caboodles of this whole episode, and from episode 1 of this season up until now, this is the moment where the mic drops. So Lenny and their family friend Vito are in the kitchen at this point talking. One of the camera guys are in the kitchen filming them as they're talking about the fact that they had to put down their dog Jax. So the cameraman sees that, ain't really nothing really going on up in here. So he bags out of the room. And at this point, for whatever reason, dumbass Lenny thinks that the coast is clear and he's able to say whatever the fuck he wants to say. And I'm like, you so smart, you dumb. Like, you want to be so smart, but you're actually dumb. Yeah, you're a surgeon. Yeah, you're a doctor. But you saying all of this shit and know you're mic'd. You know that you're mic'd, sir. And he thought that he could say everything that he was getting ready to say because he was whispering. Didn't realize that the microphone gonna pick up anything that you say. It don't matter if you fucking whispering or breathing heavily or softly. It's going to pick up, you idiot. So they're talking, And Vito was like, I'm officially single. He whispered, he was like, I'm officially single now. And Lenny was like, yeah, in a couple of months, I might be single too. So Vito was like, I just heard there was like issues, but nothing specific. Lenny says, yeah, same stuff it's always been. I do anything I want whenever I want. And you stay home, go to work, and come back. And I'm like, what's wrong with that? Like, she does her job on this show. She comes home and take care of y'all kids while you just said that you get to do whatever the fuck you want to do and you mad. So if y'all have paid attention to every episode pretty much of this season, the girls have reiterated over and over again that when Lisa and Lenny have parties, they're normally filled with a bunch of models in lingerie, barely dressed. They just like on some Hugh Hefner type vibes. Whereas, and Lisa even says that's the type of parties he likes to have, where it's people he don't know and it's just a bunch of girls and stuff around. Whereas she likes to have parties, with their family and friends, and that's where they differ. It seems very much to me, Lenny, of course, is older than she is. He got with her when she was 21 years old. He got with her young, and I think that he thought that he was going to be able to mold her into the woman that he wanted her to be. He wanted her to be a little young, dumb hoe that would be his wife, be his trophy wife, that he could, do her breast and everything else and make her into this perfect Barbie. And he thought that they was going to have the relationship where he would be able to live this still Hugh Hefner lifestyle, where we have these crazy elaborate parties with girls walking around naked. And I even feel like he thought, or they might have even had this type of relationship where they had other people in the bedroom. He was able to, dip and do whatever he wanted to do, and that she was going to be okay with it. But I think that he didn't think that she would have a mind of her own, at some point and say, I don't like this type of lifestyle. I don't want to live this type of lifestyle anymore. We have children, and it got boring for him. Very much like what's happening between Ashley and Michael from Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all need to become besties, Lisa and Ashley, because that's what this relationship is very much giving me, with the fact that he so confidently said that he can do whatever the hell he want to do whenever the hell he wants to do. And that also let me know that Lisa knew that he was out there cheating. Lisa knew. I feel like they had an agreement. You do what you do, but you keep that shit under wraps. Don't let me hear about it. Don't let me see it. I don't want nobody coming back to me saying nothing. You keep that shit on the low. You do what the fuck you do. But for public appearance's sake, we are a united couple. Just don't bring that shit to my doorstep. If I don't see it, I don't know about it. You do what you do. It is what it is, but we in this motherfucking marriage, motherfucker. I really feel like that's the agreement that they have. And that Lisa was okay with it. And she was determined to make the world and her friends think that they still had this loving, caring relationship, and that he changed after she caught him having the emotional affair, which we all know now was not true. So then Vito says, have you discussed it a lot? And Lenny says all the time. Vito says, and with him saying all the time, once again, lets us know that him and Lisa have had these conversations where he's saying he's not happy in their marriage. He's not happy. So Vito says, I don't want to see that happen. Lenny says, I do. Whoa. Vito says, I feel like, he's listening, talking about the Lisa and his son. And he was like, nah, he's too busy playing with his game or whatever. But the fact that you even having this conversation in front of your son lets you know that this nigga don't give two fucks. I wouldn't be surprised if he'd had them kids around that bitch already. So Vito says, are you sleeping with her? Talking about Lisa. Lenny says, no. Want to know why? Because I would be cheating on who I really care about. Baby, when he said that, my mouth dropped to the floor. That goes back to what I was saying. I don't even think that him and Lisa at that point were even sleeping in the same bed with each other, because he was disgusted with her. He didn't want to have anything to do with her. But for you to say that you don't fuck your wife because then you would be cheating on the woman you really care about, whoa, 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 whoa. You ain't shit. You pale piece of snot, you. Oh my God. So Vito says, does she know? Talking about Lisa. He was like, no, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Everybody knows now, dipshit. So Vito was like, you aren't mic'd up, are you? And Lenny was like, yeah, why do you think I'm whispering? And the episode goes off. You so motherfucking arrogant and stupid that you just gave her all the ammunition she needs in fucking court to take your ass down. Because since it was announced that they were getting the divorce, Lenny has been saying that the affair or this new relationship didn't start until they separated, which we now know was a lie. And she will be able to use all of this footage in fucking court to show that you were already cheating on me, sleeping with somebody else, okay? Already doing it before you even left me, and you even said on mic, because you didn't think that it would get picked up, that I didn't even know you were having an affair. And that girl gonna be able to use all of this in court. So at this point, Lenny just needs to go ahead and write that check, give her that house, and keep it the fuck moving. Because the fact that we're gonna see in this season him trying to get her and them kids out of that house lets us know that her name was probably not on that deed. You old tricky bastard, you. But this is why I say, girls, y'all gotta have y'all I's dotted and y'all T's crossed. Don't never depend on nobody to take care of you. Always have your own. Always have your own shit because of situations like this. Now, to go back with him saying that she didn't know that he was cheating, I don't agree with that. I think that, like I said, I think that Lisa knew he was out here doing whatever. But I think it was a situation where don't ask, don't tell. I don't want that shit dotting at my door. What I do believe is that she didn't know that he was serious with somebody, that it had gotten serious. Because if he not fucking you, okay, he barely act like he like you. Y'all always arguing and bickering. He talked to you like you a dog. You know damn well he fucking somebody else. You know damn well. So I think that she knew he was out there doing his thing, but she didn't think that it was nothing serious. And it was. Child. But he's a slime ball. He's a slime ball. The fact that you cheating on this girl and publicly humiliating her, and then had the nerve to try to get her and y'all kids out of the house. And from what I've heard, he hasn't even been taking care of the children. Like, he is just horrible. Horrible. All the exercise in the world, nigga, ain't gonna make you 25 again. You box-shaped head nigga ass you. You ain't shit. And just how you and this bitch shit started is how it's going to end. Look at Shannon Bedour husband, how he did her. And him and his new bitch going back and forth, breaking up, getting back together. Child, please. You still an old ass man with money. That bitch probably don't even like your ass for real. She probably just using your ass for your motherfucking money. But you think that you got it like that. And this little bitch probably gonna run your pockets and dip. She probably got a whole man on the side, or a man that's closer to her age. Because you literally look like a clam. You literally look like a dried up clam. You pasty motherfucker, you. Lisa is still in her prime. She's a gorgeous woman. She will be able to bounce back with her new boo thing that's rich, baby. I don't see her having any problems being able to land somebody better than you. But you gave her all the ammunition. You gave her the smoking gun, honey. She gonna be able to use all of this in court, you dumb fuck you. You stupid motherfucker. Once again, just go ahead and write her settlement check and be fucking done, and don't even try to fight this shit in court, because you don't have a leg to stand on at this point. You literally don't. You even said on camera that she goes to work and come home. You didn't say that she's a bad mama, that she's abusive, that she trifling, she nasty, she's verbally abusive or anything like that. You just said she literally go home, come to work, go to work, come home, and you get to do whatever the fuck you want to do, and that you out here cheating, child, and she didn't even know about it. Boy, write that check. Give her the millions and go on about your business. Let me know what y'all think about episode 4 of The Real Housewives of Miami. We are just getting started. This season is going to be crazy. Let me know what y'all think about this Lisa and Lenny situation, child. I want to hear y'all opinions down below. I want to talk to you guys about this. Make sure you thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. You guys, I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.